Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
All right, asante sana, we can have our seats. And I always challenge somebody to just tell your neighbor the first two lines of the East African anthem. The first two lines. Sir, stop avoiding eye contact. First two lines of the East African anthem. Emungu. That's where you stop, yeah? Thank you very much. So make sure you master some of these anthems. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this launch of the Right to Food Universal Periodic Review Report. And to set the stage for us, because we have to build from somewhere, these universal review reports, you know, they're in the cycles of close to after every 5 years. So when you talk about right to food in the country, which is a constitutional mandate and right for each and every single person to access food, not only food, but quality food and adequate food. We understand that's not the reality on the ground. So how do we make sure that we are making strides towards achieving this particular right? So to set the stage for us and make the opening remarks, if I invite you over, please, you can just go up the stage for the sake of, you know, we took some good time to print out this wonderful stage. So once I invite you, you come over. There is a microphone here, so I'll just switch it on. There it is. So you will make your remarks from here. And I believe that we will have a good time. So ladies and gentlemen, also, when I invite somebody, please appreciate them, encourage them, and I hope that we'll have a good time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and help me welcome this gentleman. I've known him for quite a number of years. The last time I saw him was, I don't know whether a year or two ago, and we met at the backstage there. We were talking, and one thing is that we've really changed, both of us, and it's forcing us to change our wardrobe. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Christian, WHH, from WHH, to give his opening remarks. Beginning my coffee to Fadali. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. It's great to see such a full room. Thanks everyone for joining today. Dear guests, dear stakeholders, dear colleagues, and I also want to call some of us friends. It is a great privilege to stand in front of you here today as we gather to launch the Right to Food Universal Periodic Review Report. And it marks an important milestone in our collective effort to ensure the fundamental right to adequate food for all, as it is enshrined in both the Kenyan National Constitution and international human rights instruments. Food is more than just sustenance. It is the foundation of life, dignity, and socio-economic development. Without food security, the well-being of individuals, communities, and nations cannot be realized. At the beginning, also, please allow me quickly to introduce your hosts of today. So we have the Right to Food Coalition and also Welthungerhilfe, WHH. So the Right to Food Coalition was founded in 2021 as an alliance of 50 civil society organizations that are all dedicated to the pursuit and the realization of the right to food here in Kenya. The purpose is to see the eradication of hunger and food insecurity through a rights-based approach by advocating for the transformation of food systems, policies, and legislations. The coalition is supporting grassroots initiatives, fostering collaboration among stakeholders. And the members include all aspects of the society, starting from smallholder producers grassroots organizations, NGOs, INGOs, researchers, academia, and media. Vulnerable and marginalized groups are also members from the rural and urban poor, from the ASAL regions, people with disabilities, women, children, and the youth. Equipped with that mandate, the Right to Food Coalition has this opportunity today to bring in all the stakeholders and speak on their behalf. For Welthungerhilfe, we are in Kenya since more than 40 years. We have offices all over the country, and we are fighting hunger and building sustainable livelihoods every day. We have 12 offices. We are a team of 170 staff and work together with more than 21 national partners. Our programs are funded by private donations and institutional donors, and we have about 11 million euros that we implement each year in this country. Together with our partners, we are fighting for resilient communities and to eradicate hunger from all the communities in Kenya. The right to food is a legal right. It is deeply rooted in global frameworks such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights. Here in Kenya, we have the right to food embedded in the Constitution, and it affirms that every Kenyan has the right to be free from hunger and to have access to adequate food of acceptable quality. Despite these clear commitments, we face significant challenges in its implementation. The agri-food systems are strained by climate vulnerability, soil degradation, and biodiversity loss. Undernutrition persists all over the country, affecting vulnerable populations, while non-communicable diseases linked to unhealthy diets are on the rise. Food insecurity continues to be exacerbated by the austerity measures and inadequate social protection, leaving many Kenyans vulnerable. Critically, the absence of a comprehensive legal framework for the right to food has impeded our collective ability to address the issues effectively. The Right to Food report that we are launching today provides a thorough assessment of the Kenyans' progress and challenges in realizing this fundamental right. It offers clear recommendations to address the gaps, from fast-tracking our transition to agroecology, to enacting a legal framework for the right to food, from improving social protection schemes to investing in food security infrastructure, particularly in our ASAL regions. These recommendations are not just pathways to food security, they are a step forward, ensuring dignity, equity, and justice for all Kenyans. Today's event, we are here as a diverse group of stakeholders, representations from government ministries, civil society organizations, development partners, researchers, academia, and human rights advocates. We have the opportunity to reflect together on the findings of the report, provide critical input, and most importantly, to unite behind the cause of making food security and the right to food a reality for every Kenyan. It is our goal today not just to launch a report, but to ignite action. We aim to raise awareness about the importance of the right to food, cultivate buy-in from key government bodies, and coalesce civil society efforts to ensure that the recommendations outlined in this report are implemented. As we move towards the Kenyans review, the UPR review in January 2025, this report and the discussions we have today will be crucial in shaping our advocacy and engagement with the government. We must ensure that the right to food is prioritized and that concrete measures are taken to address the barriers standing in the way of its full realization. So let us take the moment today to renew our commitment to a Kenya where no one goes to bed hungry, where every individual has access to safe, nutritious, and culturally acceptable food, and where our food systems are sustainable and resilient. On behalf of Welthungerhilfe and the Right to Food Coalition, I thank everyone today for your presence, for your dedication, and your continued collaboration. Together, we can ensure that the right to food is not just a legal provision, but a lived reality for all. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much, Christian. You can just help me place the mic over here. There is a small bump right there. That was a very good speech, yeah? Did you practice it overnight? Good to see you. All right. So there it is. It is the reassurance and working together on the commitment to make sure that no Kenyan goes to bed without food, okay? And I don't know whether you've ever slept hungry, yeah? I won't ask you to ask your neighbor whether you've slept hungry or not, but it's something else, unless you're deliberately doing it as a fast, you know? I'm fasting. But if you are trying to get food and you're not able to, it's normally quite an unfortunate incident. So I'm glad that's the foundation that has been laid. It is sectoral. Everyone on board. Talk about the government. It is multi-sectoral approach if at all we are to solve this challenge of rights to food which we've not yet achieved as a country. So thank you very much once again. Let us appreciate Christian Schneider, WHH Country Director. Thank you very much. Okay. So this particular moment, as Christian rightly put it, today we are here courtesy of the Rights to Food Coalition and also from the IFA, WHH. And the Right to Food Coalition, and then it's a coalition, as the word suggests, of civil society organizations and also individuals who are committed to make sure that this issue of right to food is advanced in the country. And right now, we'd like to get some remarks from key stakeholders with us this morning. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to go straight to our stakeholder number one to give their remark, representing the Institute for Social Accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Diana Gishengo. Begin Yes. Diana, I love this scarf. Looks very good on you. Very nice. Yeah, that's the way. Begin Makofi. Kindly appreciate her. So she's here. Funga wezi usikope. All right? And say, tufunge wezi tuzikope. Once again, Diana Gishengo, the floor is yours. Tafadhali. Begin Makofi.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you very much. My name is Diana Gishengo.